Hey folks, welcome to the latest edition of Pause with the people of Trinity United Church in Prince George, British Columbia. We're really glad that you're able to join with us for an experience where we can ground ourselves, reflect, and pray together. I want to acknowledge that it's our privilege to be able to bring you this style of ministry from the unceded traditional territory of the Lheidli T'enneh, who have been stewards of this part of Turtle Island for over 9,000 years, and that we as a faith community desire a different kind of relationship with all of Canada's Indigenous, Inuit, and Métis peoples. Also want to add a shout out to those who might be joining us from UNBC, whether it's faculty, staff, or student. We're really glad that you're here. Again, anytime that you'd like to share a prayer with us, just send it to us at prayer@trinitypg.ca. Well, we've reached the end of another week. There's been a lot gone on this week, a lot in the news, a lot of tension, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of, but I read this here and you read that there, and mistrust of whose sources are the more accurate. So tonight, I'm going to suggest that we just bracket that for a moment and talk about something else. The Canadian women's gold medal win, for one. What an amazing group of women. Knowing that they played one whole game masked, let alone one gold. Here's an image of what they looked like as they celebrated. And it's a reminder, I think, for all of us that Canada is so much more than one topic. It's so much more than proof of vaccination, or whether you're pro-vaccination or anti-vaccination, or whether you're just unsure and just holding the middle. We're so much more than restrictions or not restrictions, or provincial boundaries, or language, or regional identity. Canada is something more. And so I invite us to just take a moment and celebrate the skill and the talent and the passion and the commitment it takes to win a gold medal. Of course, the men's team is yet to play, and this cartoon came up this week. A little tongue-in-cheek maybe, a little on the nose, a little friendly reminder that sometimes you do have to play like a girl. The other thing I'm going to invite us to do this evening is just take a moment to breathe and relax and be fully present in this moment. To do that, I'm going to invite us to watch and experience a video from the Prince George Conservatory of Music's faculty concert that happened with a Love is in the Air theme. This piece is played on the harp by Shoshana Goddard, who is the artistic director of the Prince George Conservatory of Music. So turn up your speakers, get comfortable, hit play, and let's just relax and breathe and enjoy this amazing piece of music from Shoshana. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that piece of music. I know I did when I heard it live, and I enjoyed it just as much watching it back with all of you. I'm going to invite us now to spend some time together in prayer. So remain relaxed, remain comfortable, and let's gather together in prayer. God, we give you thanks for this week. We give you thanks for its challenges, its tribulations, its moments of joy and celebration, and everything in between. Ground us in this moment. Reassure us of your constant presence in our lives and all around us, whether we see it and recognize it or whether we doubt it. You are there. Help us to see what we have in common with one another and as a country. Help us to see beyond the barriers that get made that separate us and segregate us. Help us to see beyond fear that has existed for generations and that has become entrenched in systems. And in so doing, help us to see you reflected back in the eyes of the people we meet. We give you thanks for those who can show us what teamwork looks like when we move beyond the individual and see what we hold as valued as a community. When we set goals and work towards them, not as individuals, but as a group. Help us to be that kind of family. And together help us to build one another up rather than tear one another down. Help us to acknowledge the problems and the challenges that exist without being fearful about naming them, knowing that you are there to help us work through those challenges, to find the middle ground, to build up the community, to help us be your people in this time and this place. For it's in the name of the risen one that we have gathered our hearts and minds together in prayer. Amen. Friends, thanks again for joining with us here at Trinity United Church in Prince George, British Columbia for Pause. 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we post a new experience similar to this one. In the meantime, wherever it is you find yourself, we hope it's a place where you can be safe, be calm, and be community. Let's continue to invest in the common good and common health of one another and celebrate what we have in common and the successes that we can join together in when that becomes our focus, rather than what divides us. That's it for now. We'll see you for the next edition of Pause.